Hey guys, welcome back. So I finally got my review video for you today on the Colourpop Ultra Matte Lips. They just say Ultra Matte Lip on them. They don't say liquid lipstick or, I don't know, long wear lipstick or anything. They just say lip. Ultra Matte Lip. So I don't know, I have 6 of the Ultra Matte Lips to show you today. And I'm going to do like I normally do in my review videos. We'll talk about pricing, packaging. I will show you all of them on my lips, so I'll be doing lip swatches of them, which will be more doable since I only have 6. The girls who got all 25 colors and did lip swatches on all of those, more power to ya. Oh my goodness, that must have been so much torture on your lips because these are very long wearing. So even 6 is going to be a challenge, but 25, I cannot even imagine. So we will look at lip swatches, and then I will give you just my overall thoughts and opinions and review at the end of the video. So let's jump into it. So starting with pricing and packaging, these are only $6 a piece. So an absolutely amazing price. Love the price tag on them. As far as the packaging, I think it's really nice. It's just a really nice, like lip glossy looking tube to it. I have heard some negatives that they can be a little bit messy. I personally have not noticed that with any of mine yet, but I'm kind of a nerd and a lot of times I keep them in their outer boxes. So, you know, even if they did leak or something, at least it would be in a box, but I haven't noticed that with any of mine. And I'm kind of weird about, like, I try to really, you know, be careful when I'm opening them. I mean, they do get a little bit dirty, but, you know, no more than I've noticed with other lip products that are like this. So I like the packaging and the pricing is great. So for lip swatches, I'm just gonna start out with what I'm wearing on my lips already, just to kind of save my lips a little bit more. This is in the color Creeper, and I wanted to show you this because I've been wearing this for about 5 hours with no touch-ups, and you can see it's very long wearing. I mean, it has really stuck around on my lips. Now I did wear this earlier in the day, so I reapplied it after lunch, but at lunch I had like kind of greasy tacos and it did totally wear away on the inner part of my lips. So, you know, if you're eating like greasy food or oily foods or something like that, it is gonna probably break down because that's kind of how you get the product off your lips anyway. So just kind of know that, depending on what you eat, could kind of affect how long wearing it is. But I think it stuck around really, really well. I haven't eaten anything since lunch, so this is just kind of 5 hours worth of regular wear. This is what it looks like. Now they do start to get that kind of inner ring. You can kind of see it there, just a little bit. So it does start to do that. The darker colors show that more so than the lighter colors. But I mean, especially this one isn't very bad. But I did notice it more with Tulle, which I'll show you in a minute. But so just kind of know it's that liquid lipstick sort of thing, that it does kind of start to show that line. It just happens with all of them. I don't notice it any more with these than any of the others. But anyway, on to the color of this one. This is in Creeper and it's just a really beautiful classic red. I really love this shade. I mean, it is crazy pigmented and just gorgeous. And they start out kind of a little bit glossy at first, but they definitely dry down to a total matte. So you can see it there. Creeper is beautiful. And talk about an in-action review video. Okay, this did start to get really messy when I closed it. And I think it's because I had it sitting on its side. Normally in my purse, I have it sitting up like this. When I store them, I've been having them upright. So I think because I laid it on its side, it started to get messier. So I can see this packaging being a problem. I think it just kind of depends on how you set the product when you're not using it. So I just wanted to note that. So the first kind of neutral shade that I have to show you is Trap. This one is a very grayish, kind of lavender toned nude color. It has a little bit of mauve in it. It's just kind of an interesting color. Sort of like Lime Crime's Cashmere or something like that, but this seems to have a little bit more mauvey purple tones in it, and you can see it's kind of like drying down on my lips now. I like this one, but I started to wear this to like a work meeting and I just felt a little bit too grungy for the occasion, you know what I mean? So I had to like layer something on top of it, and I don't know, I just felt a little bit strange in it. It is a really cool, interesting, unique color, but you know, it's just that kind of like grayish, sort of zombie-esque kind of a shade. This one is called Solow, I'm really not sure. This is one that when I ordered it, I really had no idea what it was gonna look like on me, because every review video that I watched, it seemed to look different on everybody. Like some people it looked a little bit more kind of like peachy neutral, and then some people it looked more like a pink. So on me it kind of looks like a medium sort of a pink color. It's really a pretty shade. It's a very kind of wearable pink. I actually really like this one. And I don't know, it's like, honestly it's a pink that I don't buy a lot of because I almost think of it as kind of a sort of boring pink or something. But really it's just a wearable, nice, everyday pink. So I don't know what my deal is. I guess I need to get more pinks like this. But I really do like this one a lot, and it feels pretty good on the lips. That's something I want to mention, is that they do kind of seem to feel different on the lips depending on the shade. So I've noticed that some of the lighter colors seem to be a little bit more comfortable. So this one seems to be fairly comfortable as far as a liquid lipstick goes. And I really, really like this shade. This is in Sundae, and it's just a really pretty, fun, bright pink. But it has a little bit of like a duochrome going on with it, and a little bit of like a purpley tone. They definitely have more shades in this range that are kind of more like purpley pinks. If you like more of the purples, they have a lot more of those colors. Whereas this one is more of a hot pink, but then it has just a little bit of that duochrome flashing that's a little bit on the purpley side. It's really, really a pretty one. I think this is such a fun shade for warmer weather, or really any time of year. If you just like a bright pink that's a little bit fun, I think this is a great option. And if you like those bright shades that are kind of right in between a berry and a red, I think you'll really like this one. This one is in Mars. Now I will say about this one, I love the color, it's beautiful, but this is definitely one of the drier feeling ones. Sundae is also pretty dry. I didn't mention that, but Sundae feels pretty dry too. But this one is real dry. But it is such a pretty color. I mean, look at that. It's gorgeous. So, you know, you could maybe add a little bit of a gloss over it, or put some kind of like, you know, a lip balm underneath or something to make it a little bit more comfortable. But just know this one definitely feels dry on the lips, but it's a beautiful shade. And if you like the kind of edgy, vampy version of a 90s lip, I think you'll really like this one. This is in Tulle. And again, this one feels pretty dry on the lips. I would say the most dry of the ones that I got is definitely Mars. Creeper, that kind of classic red, doesn't feel that dry, so I don't really know why, but Mars feels pretty dry, and then Tulle feels pretty dry as well, and then Sundae. I would say this one, then probably that one next, and then this one as far as dryness of the ones that I got. But Tulle is just a really cool kind of, I don't know, brownie wine color. It's a 90s lip, but it's a very dark version of it, so it's a neat color. It's pretty edgy. I'd have to wear this, you know, I don't know, someplace that I was feeling a little bit edgy, but it is a really cool color. Again, the darker shades like this one really shows that line for sure. Like pretty quickly after I start wearing it, you can see that line. So that's the only thing about these darker colors, is that they're less forgiving as far as that line goes. It just is really, really obvious, but just a really cool color. So as far as the formula goes on these, they are a matte, long-wearing liquid lipstick, and that's kind of how they feel on your lips. I mean, I really haven't found a liquid lipstick that doesn't feel at least somewhat drying on the lips. Now I would say there's kind of like a spectrum of how dry they feel. My favorites probably of all time are, at least as of right now, are the Milani Amore mattes or something like that that were limited edition. Those are pretty comfortable on the lips. The Kat Von D Everlasting liquid lipsticks are fairly comfortable. The Sephora cream lip stains are pretty comfortable, but even those three still start to feel a little bit drying on the lips. It's just kind of the nature of this sort of a lip product. So if you go into this purchase, which is a very affordable purchase, which I love the price tag of these, that's amazing. But if you go into this purchase, just kind of know it is a liquid lipstick. That's kind of the way they all feel on the lips. And also they pretty much all do that kind of inner rim line sort of thing on your lips. I don't know why, but they just do that, just kind of the nature of them. And it seems to pretty much always be worse with the darker colors, but you can kind of help that a little bit if you bring it in a little bit more on your lips, and then also really let the lip product dry before you start touching your lips together. So that'll help a little bit, but those are just some factors to think about with this formula. It's super long wearing, it's very opaque, really pretty colors, but they do feel kind of drying on the lips, and you will possibly have that ring situation happening on your lips too. So my overall review on these is that I think they're a really great liquid lipstick option. You know, especially at $6 a pop, I kind of think you can't go wrong with them. You know, since all liquid lipsticks are drying at least on some level, you might as well go with the $6 option. That's kind of my thought on it. And it kind of depends on what colors you get. You know, you can kind of look up reviews of other colors that you're thinking about getting and kind of see what people say. But, you know, I mentioned these three are my drier ones that I got. So Mars, Tulle, and Sundae are a little bit on the drier side, but I think these are pretty comfortable as far as liquid lipsticks go. But I really love that one, and I really love that one. So Creeper and Solow, those are my two favorites of the bunch. So I just think for $6, I don't think you can go wrong with these. Okay guys, so that was my overall review on the Colourpop Ultra Matte Lips. So I hope that you really enjoyed this video, and I hope it was helpful for you. Please give it a thumbs up if it was, and let me know down below what you think about these. Do you think they're a great value? Are you enjoying them? If so, what are some of your favorite shades? I would love to know that. Ask me any questions that you have, I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!